What if elephants had to survive in the Amazon rainforest? Imagine this: the towering silhouette of an African elephant, lumbering through the golden savannas, vanishes, and reappears in a vastly different world. The Amazon rainforest. No open plains, no wide horizons. Just dense walls of green, endless dripping humidity, and a soundtrack of buzzing insects and distant howls. Here, life doesn't walk boldly into the open. It slithers, climbs, and creeps. But what if elephants had to survive here? What if nature's giants had to navigate the maze-like terrain of one of Earth's most extreme ecosystems? Today, we're going deep into this wild thought experiment. From anatomy to adaptation, survival to impact, we'll reimagine evolution in real time. What would elephants become in the jungle? Stick around till the end, because this story doesn't just explore survival, it explores transformation. Let's begin with the basics. What elephants are designed for? These creatures evolved on open ground. Their ears act as biological fans, radiating heat under the sweltering African sun. Their immense bodies house complex digestive systems, built to process hundreds of pounds of fibrous grasses and leaves each day. Their wide, padded feet spread weight across soft savanna soils, but none of that fits in the Amazon. Here, space is limited. Vines tangle around everything. Trees reach for the sun in narrow shafts of light. Moisture clings to every surface. What once were advantages become liabilities. Take their ears. In the hot jungle, smaller animals rely on shade and water to cool off, not giant ears. In fact, the size of an elephant's ears might increase heat retention in such high humidity. And then there's their appetite. The Amazon is rich in plants, but many are toxic, spiny, or protected by chemicals to deter herbivores. The sheer volume of safe, edible vegetation might not be enough to satisfy a creature that eats 300 pounds a day. Yet, elephants do have something powerful in their favor: the trunk, a tool of strength, sensitivity, and precision. In the jungle, it could become their greatest survival instrument. Now let's talk about their new home. The Amazon isn't just a forest, it's a layered system of life. From the dark forest floor to the high canopy above, it rains nearly every day. The soil is often flooded, and sunlight is a rare treasure down where the elephants would walk. In these conditions, even movement becomes a challenge. The forest is not open, it's closed. Thick, tangled, wet, every step risks a slip, a twist, or an injury. Elephants would have to carve their own paths, using tusks to break branches and clear space. That's a powerful ability, but also exhausting. The energy demands could become unsustainable, especially when food is scarce. And stealth, forget it. In the jungle, silence is survival. A crashing elephant herd would echo through miles of rainforest, alerting predators, prey, and everything in between. Would they survive here? Maybe, but only by rewriting the rules of their existence. Let's say they do survive the terrain. What about the threats? The jungle is crawling with life. Jaguars lurk silently. Anacondas lie submerged in muddy water. Caimans patrol the rivers. Even swarms of army ants can strip a carcass in minutes. An adult elephant is nearly untouchable. But a calf, vulnerable, especially during floods when mothers can't protect them as easily. And let's not forget the insects. Parasites, biting flies, leeches. In the savanna, elephants cover themselves in dust and mud to fend them off. In the jungle, there's no dust, just wet, decaying matter. Their skin would be constantly exposed to infection. Another concern: space. In Africa, elephants roam dozens of miles per day to find food and water. In the Amazon, such a movement isn't practical. They'd have to adapt their diets, their movement, even their digestive systems to cope with less. It's a world of constant threats, and adaptation isn't optional. It's survival. Now, let's look ahead. Let's imagine these elephants not just dropped into the Amazon, but evolved to fit it. Over time, their ears shrink, no longer used to cool, but to reduce surface area in the hot, wet climate. Their skin becomes smoother, more resistant to mold and insects. Their herds grow smaller and more agile, like tapirs or peccaries, quietly foraging rather than thundering across terrain. Their trunks evolve into precision tools, able to strip away dangerous leaves and grasp hidden fruit. Their tusks become more like machetes, cutting vines and breaking into bark for moisture-rich layers. They follow seasonal migration patterns, avoiding floods by heading uphill. They might even become semi-aquatic, bathing in rivers more often, learning to swim across flooded terrain, perhaps even evolving a stronger affinity for water, like pygmy elephants or tapirs. It's a different elephant, still giant, still wise, but shaped by the jungle. Now flip the lens. What if the jungle had to adapt to them? Elephants are called ecosystem engineers for a reason. They reshape their environment as much as they are shaped by it. With their size and strength, they'd knock down small trees, open up sunlight gaps in the canopy, and create miniature grasslands in the middle of the forest. That could radically change the Amazon's ecology. New species could rise. Others might decline. Seed dispersal would change. predators would follow prey into the open. Over generations, these patches might expand, forming new mosaic ecosystems, where jungle meets savanna in surprising ways. So, could elephants survive the Amazon? Yes, but only by becoming something new. The jungle would break them down and rebuild them. What emerges would no longer be an African elephant, but a rainforest version, uniquely adapted, uniquely powerful. And in that transformation, they'd leave a mark, not just on the forest, but on evolution itself. It's a reminder of nature's grand dance: pressure, adaptation, change. Even giants must bow to the rules of survival, so next time you think of elephants, imagine them not just in dusty plains, but beneath the dripping leaves of a rainforest. Silent, careful, wild. If you enjoyed this wild what-if exploration, subscribe for more nature reimagined stories like this. Comment below, where should we send the next animal? The Arctic, the deep sea? Let us know. And don't forget to like the video if you believe in the power